People are begging for this real-life fight club to be canceled.
Let's go!
What started as a way to end street violence has now become a very shady form of entertainment, and viewers are saying it needs to be canceled ASAP. See, StreetBeefs started as a backyard fighting club that would host fights between people so they could solve their feuds just with their fists.
I started StreetBeefs because a good friend of mine got over a petty dispute. If both men are angry, there's potential for mayhem.
But how could something that had such a positive goal turn toxic? Well, it's even crazier than you imagine. StreetBeefs was started by a man named Christopher who has dealt with a fair share of pain and violence.
I've lost real friends over bullshit.
And who also did his time in prison.
Even when I was in jail, some of the inmates would come to me when they'd be arguing, "Face, who's right?" And I would always try to mediate.
The more violence he witnessed, the more he thought of other ways to settle beefs. And that's when he founded StreetBeefs, where people could fight without anybody passing.
My mindset always early was safety of the fighter. I didn't want nobody in my backyard.
So in these beef matches, there's no official winner, and a lot of rules like weight classes don't apply. They're not even controlled by the state athletic commission because they don't charge admission or pay fighters. So even if they try to have some safety measures, a lot of people think they're unsafe because they're so unregulated.
This is ran unprofessionally. You don't f***ing say.
And it's not just that. A lot of people's beefs actually started over serious topics like infidelity or even violent crimes.
I had two incidents. One where a man had slept with another man's wife, and another where a guy had with another man's brother. In both instances, believe it or not, they fought in the yard.
But even though some thought that was a better way to solve issues, others argued those fights could make things even worse than they used to be.
There was a bunch of people that go, "Oh, well, this guy killed your brother," or "This guy slept your wife," and now it's just over because you fought, and it stirred the shit back up.
And it's not just about how well they solve these beefs, it's also about how much they care for their clients. Because as time went on, StreetBeefs actually started focusing more on sporting events and professional fights. So it seems like now entertainment is their priority instead of actually solving conflicts.
Now we got a bunch of sporting fights too, on top of that. So sometimes the beefs get lost in the shuffle.
They've also annoyed some people in their professional fighting world, so now some professional UFC fighters have feuds with StreetBeefs.
Another one of the fighters, like I said, this wasn't a guy from the OG branch. This was from another branch. I guess it had some exchange with Jake Shields. And Jake Shields was flipping now.
So now people are wondering if StreetBeefs fights are actually doing more harm than good, because to them, they made actual combat sports look bad. But what do you think? Is it beneficial to have this sort of fight club, or does it need to get canceled before someone gets seriously hurt?
Welcome to Fun for Days. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and comment your thoughts about the video below, and I'll see you in the next video.